Hey guys, it's Tori here. So I asked you on Twitter what kind of videos you wanted to see next on my channel, and a lot of you seem very curious to know my music picks for the month of August and the things that I've been enjoying recently. So I'm gonna take you through and give you some of my recent favorites, maybe give you some recommendations of new things to listen to, maybe some throwbacks to revisit. I literally have my phone here right now. I'm just gonna go through my Spotify of the things that I've most recently been listening to. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty candid. Not really planning this out. Let's just dive right into it. I kind of feel like this goes without saying, but of course Paris just released their new album, All We Know of Heaven and All We Need of Hell. I just did an album review of this album on my channel, so I'll leave an annotation somewhere on the screen so you guys can click that and go check it out in another tab if you want to hear my thoughts on that album. So I'm not going to get too in-depth into it, but I have been pretty obsessed with it, listening to it a lot recently. Another favorite of mine that I actually just started listening to yesterday is Swornin, All Smiles. That album is one that I've been meaning to check out for a long time because I caught their set a couple times on Warped Tour and I was super impressed. Before that, I hadn't really listened to Swornin too much, but I really absolutely love this new album. It's been a very strong, positive first impression for me. It reminds me a lot of the music that I used to listen to in high school, like really heavy, angsty, but it's also more modern than what I used to listen to in high school. So it's really cool to kind of get back to my heavier roots of the things I used to listen to, and I've been really digging it. So next up is another Warped Tour pick of mine, which is Vera. They just released an album called Waiting on the Sun not too long ago, and this was a band where I didn't realize how much it stuck with me until after I left the tour, because now every time I listen to the album I feel like I'm immediately thrown back into Warped Tour worlds. You know when you listen to a song or an album and it kind of takes you back to a certain time immediately? That's what that album does for me. They played a lot of the new songs live and we were always set up by the main stages, so I'd hear them all the time, and dude, it's so catchy. They're so good. Definitely a little bit different than what I would normally listen to, a little more mellow, but definitely worth checking out if you want some easy listening. And another one that I kind of feel like goes without saying, obviously brand new, Science Fiction. It's all the hype, it's all the rage, it's all everybody's talking about. I mean, it's brand new, and it's exactly what you know and love from brand new. Something new, something different, but also kind of what I expected. I've really been enjoying listening to it kind of at nighttime when I'm winding down a little bit and just want to chill, get the emo vibes going on, so I'm definitely a fan. And also, I promise this is the last of my Warped Tour picks, but Siler, their album Help. It's been out for about a year now, but I didn't really listen to it too much until the tour started. I really enjoyed watching them live. They were one of the bands that I tried to catch as often as possible, so I saw them pretty much every day. It's a really cool mix because there's the screaming, there's amazing clean vocals, shout out to Miguel, and there's also some rap elements in there, so it's heavy music for sure, Warped Tour music for sure, but they put their own spin on it, and there's really no other band like them right now, so definitely scope that out if that's what you're into. So I feel like this one might get a little bit of a laugh, but I don't even care. This is a bit of a throwback album. I really enjoyed revisiting Smile Empty Soul. Their album Shapeshifter is a bop. If you're into some more like butt rock kind of stuff, I guess, definitely check out Bottom of the Bottle, and I also like All in My Head. Those are two of my favorite tracks on there. I don't know why I decided to go revisit that album recently, but also, my next pick has been so long awaited. I don't know if any of you guys were into My Ticket Home. A few years ago, they were a lot more active with their album Strangers Only, and they used to do a lot of touring, and I feel like they sort of fell off the face of the earth for a little while, but now they're back. They just released a new single called Thrush, and it's definitely worth the wait. They're a little heavier, but they have like a grungy vibe to them. I think they're really fantastic, and I hope that there's more music on the way, because this would be such a tease if it's only one single, but I definitely think it's worth checking out even though it is only one song. And anybody who knows me or has known me for a little while knows that I'm a huge Let Live fan. They've always been one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band of all time. I have always been a huge supporter of Jason as well, and so even though Let Live broke up, I knew Jason wasn't gonna quit, and he finally is back with some new music with his new band, The Fever 333. There's a new song, one single called We're Coming In, and oh my gosh, it is the most amazing first impression of a band that they could have. They just released a music video for it as well. It is wild. So I'm really excited to see what else Jason and the rest of the band has coming up. I'm such a huge fan of Let Live, and I feel like now that this new song's out, I don't miss them as much because it's the same kind of vibe. So if you were into Let Live, I think you'll love this, and I'm definitely intrigued to see what else is gonna be coming up from this band in the future. And my last pick here comes from an old favorite, Papa Roach. They've been a band for quite a long time, but they are still going strong. A few months ago, they released their album Crooked Teeth, and it is bop after bop after bop after catchy song after hit. Their single Help is one that you may have heard from that album. Papa Roach still got it, y'all. And that is it, you guys. Those are all of my music picks for the month of August. Please comment below. I want to know your music picks for the month as well. I love getting to discover some new music, or even just be reminded of some things that I used to love that I should definitely go back and listen to. So thank you guys for checking this out, and as always, if you want to see more videos, make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye!